thank you for volunteering. Now, you've said things like you've been the secret space program and you've had MK Ultra and things like that, and that began at young age. So can you please tell me how that, and where are you from? Tell me where you are.
I'm from Gaborone, Botswana. Botswana is a country just above South Africa.
Okay.
If you, well, I'll start with when I was young. The memories that I have garnered for myself, that I have seen through my own deprogramming, is was basically in Australia. When I got further, readings about what happened to me, you can tell that you've been traumatized, but you don't really know what's happening. When I got further, readings about what happened to me, you can tell that you've been traumatized, but you don't really know what's happened, because of the mind wiping. Then when I got further readings about this, I discovered that, actually, when I was a child, even when I was asleep in my house, I would sleep in the same room as my brother.
So do you live with your parents?
Yeah.
And
right now,
what sort of parents were they?
No, my father passed away.
Right.
In 2010. My mother is still alive, but she doesn't live here. She visits here often. It's still their house where I'm staying, but she lives in South Africa, so she comes here once a month. So they were not, they were religious, but not spiritually enlightened parents, so to speak. So, no, I wouldn't say they were abusive. I mean, there were moments of verbal abuse, by my mom. But when I was a child, but the main thing, especially once I've recently met fellow super soldiers, there's even a forum that we're on, as I discovered that, they tend to kidnap children who've got psionics abilities,
Who what?
Who've got psionics, psionics, is like this ability to sort of move matter.
Right.
So
they would have had to have tested these children. They wouldn't they would have had to have had some sort of testing.
Yeah. So through I think one of the things they look at is your blood. So if you're RH, negative or whatever, that's one of the things. And also when you come in, when you are incarnating, they've seen your blueprint before you even incarnate.
Wow.
So when you're born, they have the blood. So I found out that it was mainly the negative military, underground military in South Africa that was doing these things to me, as a child.
So would that be like you go to school and then they take you or something?
No, it can even be at home, because they've got this super technology that, even if you're to try to explain to people what's going on with you, right? Yeah. If you do remember, they would think you're nuts. Because one particular incident, and I remember Megan Rose also spoke about this. Megan Rose is a lady, American lady. She's a, starseed. She talks about, this secret space program a bit. And she remembers memories of her childhood being kidnapped.
Yeah.
But also being rescued by her star family. And how her star family is able to just bring a spacecraft over her house. It's cloaked, it's invisible. No one can sense it. Open the roof somehow and she's in the house, you see. And that's how the Dark Fleet also kidnaps you. You'll be sleeping there. I used to sleep in the same bedroom as my brother and sister. And somehow, I'm told that actually it was through the roof. They could just, somehow you just see the roof opening.
So you're talking about the military would do this?
Yeah. The military, they've got the underground, the negative military, the underground, because they've got technology. Yeah, they've got technology that is way ahead of what we in normal society thinks the military has.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they will do this and then they will say to you.
So your mom didn't know?
No, she didn't. She didn't. And if I tried to explain, I'm sure there are a few incidents where I tried to explain. And she didn't understand, because I remember my relationship with my mother being rowdy as a child. It was actually quite rowdy, you know what I mean? And I think it was the frustration of not being understood and not And I felt that she was the person who could at least try to understand, because, you know, she does have, you know, some kind of a spiritual gift in her as well, although she's never used it. Yeah. And I then discovered that, no, through this, there's even some, you become inverted. You know, they do MK Ultra on you, and you become, they use your gifts. Like I've got the gift of remote viewing.
Oh, really?
So they would also make clones of you. So that these clones,
I mean, everything that you're talking about, I've already learned, read about, and I've included also in these pathways. So everything that you've isn't foreign to me. It's, in fact, I've included it. So just so you know.
Oh, okay. And by the way, if we do go over that, that's fine, because sometimes when I speak, I've noticed that time tends to fly when you explain all these things. So I'm okay. I'm this whole morning I'm free.
Yeah, I just need you to bring your computer a bit forward, just so I can hear you a bit better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you hear me a bit better
now? That's better.
All right.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So then, okay, you said that they also make clones of you, and do you know if they made a clone of you?
Yeah, they made a number of clones actually of myself, and the reason for this is so that even if something was to happen to you, let's say you are to die or something, these clones have got access to your consciousness. Through implants, they can access your consciousness to be used for these clones. So they'll use these clones, and they can turn off the gift that you have. So if you've got a gift of remote viewing,
right,
they will use this clone. They will use the clone to do that remote view, and they'll turn it off and on at their will. You see what I mean? So I'm told one of my clones was being used to track children, not just here in South Africa, but also in Zimbabwe, I think. Also in Zimbabwe, there's also one thing I do know, there's a reptilian city underground. There's a sacred hill somewhere there in Zimbabwe, and underground, deep underground, there's a reptilian, city there. It's one of the two main ones in Africa. I don't know if they were tracking children for that place. So you grow up and you feel like you've got, and obviously they would mind wipe you. And then what they can also do is regress you. Like if you go into the secret space program, like I found out that I served in the secret space program 3 times. So the first time was like from the age of 1 to like 21. But you see, that's 1 to 21 because they like 20-year services.
They call them 20, 20 and back.
20 and back, yes. So they age regress you back to the time that they took you. So it's like in this reality, only 5 minutes or maybe an hour is gone.
Yeah.
While in the other reality, all these years have gone, you see. But apparently there were times when I would be with my mom, for instance, and I would be gone because I didn't just go to the dark world. Sometimes I'd go to the benevolent worlds. Like one time, apparently I entered a portal and went to Arcturus. I've got some lifetimes in Arcturus, apparently. And let's say I would be with my mother around the ages of 6, 7, 8, and I'll disappear for like 5 minutes. And my mother will wonder, where are you? I can't see you. Where are you? Sometimes even just a minute, 2 minutes. But all that on the other, it reminds me of the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. The Chronicles of Narnia. How those kids go through that door. Yeah. And they can even live a whole lifetime on the other side. When they come back, hardly 5 minutes is gone. It's the same thing. Yeah. So that book is kind of like a disclosure book. I don't know what's going on. So, yeah. And that's kind of like also how a lot of kids might disappear. And they use, children with psionics abilities in the Montauk program. Montauk is where they use this time travel, thing. So they might ask you to go maybe to ancient Egypt and come back with the head of wheat to show us that you've been there, a head of wheat in ancient Egypt, and come back with it. And if you don't come back, then they might threaten, they might say, we'll kill your family or something. They might just make a threat, to make you come back. Yeah. And it's called the Montauk program.
Cogsy, Like what you're saying now, you're blowing my mind. I think it's amazing to meet someone that unfortunately has experienced this. So, but what I want to do is, I'd like to talk to you again later, but what I want to do so that I don't go past your healing, I want to start with working out what we're working on. And, but I'd love to chat again about behind the scenes. It's just that if I don't get you healing in, I want the healing for you. Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially the part that I discovered for myself now without the reading, the incident in Australia, the Crown Casino complex. I used to go there a lot. And I can't account for some of the times of what I was doing there. But now I've discovered one through memory.
Where
but we'll get to that later.
Whereabouts in Australia?
Do you know in Melbourne? Do you know the Crown Casino complex?
Yeah. I live in Melbourne.
Oh, okay. Yes. That's
I've been
where
there.
I used to go. You've been there. Yeah. So that's where I used to study in Melbourne from the year 2002 to 2004. Okay?
So you were underground.
I was underground.
What were you doing?
I found out that I was in my alter state. You see, what would happen is that and I've discovered this, Melbourne, the Crown Casino complex is owned by a reptilian family.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of illicit dealing, money laundering. There's actually a documentary, 60 Minute Australia has got a documentary on this. Crown Casino complex has been used for money laundering, sex trafficking. But the main thing, and I think even the moving of, some of the more illicit things, like the drugs, guns, because they're linked with the Chinese triads, including things like, dark things like adrenochrome and stuff.
Yeah.
There are like tunnels underneath there. I think there's even one tunnel that goes all the way from Crown to China, underground. You see, tunnels below, you see? And I do have a memory where I was meeting with some Asian chap. We were checking guns. Guns were coming in from China and they were going to different countries, Sri Lanka, Africa. They were destined for, and I had this ability to just look at something. They used one of my abilities to calculate without using a pen and a paper or a calculator, to look at merchandise, and I'm able to calculate in split second time what if it's the amount that is agreed upon, where it's supposed to go. And the reason why they did this is because if I was caught by the police, let's say for instance, after mind wiping me, they switch me back to my normal core personality, the me that's speaking to you right now. If I'm going on the street in Australia, and let's say I was arrested, let's say somehow I slipped and I was caught, I wouldn't have a piece of paper on me, nothing. So even though I was taking stock of the merchandise, I was doing it in my head. 2, I was in my altered personality. I wasn't in my real personality. So even if the cops put me under a lie detector test, they would fail. You know what I mean? Because I would genuinely not know that I did anything of that thing. You know what I mean? So they're very slick about this. That's how a lot of this stuff gets undiscovered.
So are you RH negative? Is that what you are?
Yeah, and I'm O negative blood type. Or RH, I'll check. RH, I think it's either positive. There's a certain blood type for star seeds that they look at. I think it's RH positive or negative. I'll check, but I'm O negative blood type.
Right.
You see, yeah. I'll check my blood type again. It's written in there somewhere. You see.
Can you still remote view?
Not right now. Like not in my core personality, but my clones, yes, they can remote view. So no, my remote viewing gift is shut down. Actually, a lot of my gifts are shut down.
Really? Okay.
The only dream I have is,
So then do you remember the MK Ultra they've done on you? Do you remember it?
Oh, yeah. I had a memory of that now. When I was deprogramming, I found that in Australia, in the Crown Casino complex, after I would undergo these missions underground below the Crown Casino, they would take me to some room. There's a room in there that they would put me, just like a normal room, dental room, whatever, doctor's room. And I'd be strapped to like a chair, because I'd be like in a zombie state. I'd be strapped to a chair, and they would put some machine over the head that really, mind wipes you and And I guess it's quite, must be quite painful, because I can see that I was wriggling and struggling to get out, but I'm strapped. And it's like I could see two men there, like in lab coats, and then two women who were like nurses helping.
So what we've got to sort a lot of stuff out for you, but also, do you have a fear of them taking you again or using you, or do you feel shut down because your clones have got your gifts? Tell me what you'd like, and tell me how this has affected your life, so that we can work out what we've got to achieve for the healing.
Okay, one, my nervous system and my vagus nerve. So I'm constantly feeling shut up. So, because when you are relaxed, is it the parasympathetic nervous system has to be activated, or is it the other way around? Sympathetic, parasympathetic. I think
it's the parasympathetic. Parasympathetic.
So now there's an imbalance in my parasympathetic. So I'm constantly in a flight, in a freeze mode. Because remember, when you're going through these things, you can't run away, you can't flee, you can't fight, because you're strapped. The only thing you can do is freeze or fawn. Fawn is trying to get people to like you, to be nice. You're nice to people so that they can like you, so they don't torture you, badly. So it's part of fawn, is part of, if you look at the symptoms of complex, so I suffer from complex PTSD. So complex PTSD.
So so it's a bit like you've just got PTSD all the time. It's a complex PTSD, in the sense that I'm in the freeze or fawn state constantly. And I feel on edge. So therefore you're never relaxed, and so then does that stop you from doing things?
It's very difficult to set goals and follow through. It affects your self-esteem, your self-confidence. It's very difficult to form meaningful and deep relationships, including with yourself. And regulating your emotions, it's like, it's very difficult to also regulate your emotions. So.
I can't. I could only imagine. All right. So then I like to benchmark. So I like to go, okay, where are we at now? And then where are we at the end of the healing? What is your stress levels? 10 is a lot, 0 is none. Or what is this, like that feeling, that PTSD, or that, that you said freeze? What number? 10 is the worst, 0 is none.
I'll put it at an 8. It's so between 8 and 7 on a normal day.
And is that like all the time?
Pretty much all. There are moments, when I can be relaxed.
Does it ever get? I want to know the lowest it gets to.
The lowest it gets to, I would say 5.
Okay.
Could be about 5. 5, 4. On a good day, 5, 4.
Okay.
And it does reach 10 sometimes. Sometimes it does reach 10.
Okay.
And I'll need to isolate when it's like that.
Right. Okay. All right. So then, what else is it that you'd like to achieve?
Basically, I would like to. So look, I'd like to experience the unhindered operation of my divine gifts and talents. Okay?
You'd like to. What was that?
Experience the unhindered operation of my divine gifts and talents.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. Why do you think you went through this? Why do you have an answer for that?
They were trying to stop me. Apparently, I've got templates. I was born, my blueprint is I've got templates that would help people who've gone through stuff like this type of MK Ultra stuff, mind program and whatnot. And they don't want that to come to fruition. Apparently, this is like new stuff. This would be something that is unique to me, and the only way for them to prevent that from ever coming to the fore is to shut me down, you see. Because
so you've got a template to help people that have gone through the MK Ultra and all of that. That's right.
Yeah, especially kids who've been trafficked, and they've all gone through all that. I would be very useful for them. So
right.
They can't have that.
It's definitely a speciality to help people. I'm not claiming Like, I mean, I have done ritual abuse victims, but it's and that wasn't fun for me because of just the state that it can put people in. So amazing. Okay, then. All right. So we want to activate your gifts. We want to get you to be calm. Anything else?
Yeah. Okay. We already mentioned the regulation of emotions.
Your emotions as well. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, oh, my mind alters because I'm split. My mind is split into different alters.
All right.
I want a healing of an integration of my mind alters into one core personality.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, let's go.
Yeah.
And everything that you mentioned, I actually cover. So that's nice to know.
Okay. Thank you. Oh, I also mentioned the email Black Goo. I did write to your assistant, Angie.
Yeah. What did
Black
you say?
Goo?
Oh, Black Goo. Oh, yeah.
Black Goo. I was injected with Black Goo. Yes.
That's how they control you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cover that as well.
Okay. Great. Great.
All right. So let's go. Prana. Yeah. Little finger. Okay. I, Marisa, allow myself to be a pure, clear conduit and connection to all that exists, all organic light source energy, all universal powers, the guardian hosts and crystal star guardians. I request for this healing to be in Cogsy's highest good. I now confirm access to divine matrix and protection, divine guidance and blessings, upgrade of the DNA 12-strand blueprint and beyond, access to healing and protective words of power and the next universe, activation of the Sephirotic healing forces, activation of spontaneous healing forces, organic light and energy portals. Permissions are granted for healing to flow through Cogsy in this moment in time and forever after. Okay, I'm going to now just going to start reading a whole lot of information. So I'm going to go through it for an archetype. I've got 22 options. So number 18, the disconnected. So this is just information that's in your energy field in relation to well, the side effects and what you've gone through. So a negative life pattern, I'll go for 2. So these are coming from past lives. So we've got disconnected. Now I go negative life patterns. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 says hopeless. So a pattern of feeling hopeless. There is no light at the end of the tunnel. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 says life purpose. So therefore, struggling to get on your life purpose. These are all what you've come in with. Mm-hmm. They're all blocks on those. And then a negative emotion. 8, helpless. So helpless, again, there's a lot of, hopeless, helpless. This is kind of a pattern. A negative belief. 12 is peace. So a negative belief will be, there is no peace. Where is the peace? Okay, childhood. So I go childhood 20, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. 5, 4, 3. 5, 4, 3. So we've got age 3. I'm going to keep going and then put it together. So now a soul aspect scan list. These are where all the blocks are sitting in your energy field. Okay, I've got soul love. Okay. Now I go for an awakening word. Okay, I've got 60. We've got number 56, sonic weapon damage. That's been coming up a bit. So Yeah, using your sonic weapon. I guess that's as close as when you said they put that stuff on your head.
Yeah.
That's probably the closest word that I have that could relate to them putting microwaves in your head.
Okay.
Okay, let me just now go for more information. So A, B, column B, 1 to 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12. Fear. So then we've got emotion of fear. Now I go into your light bodies. 1, 2, 3, 4. Astral body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Soul force. Soul force. So interesting words. So there's a block on your soul force, chakra. 8. 8 is the thymus. 1, 2, 3, 4. Allowance. So a block on you having things, the goodness come to you. So now I'm going to go for another age. So go from your current age, which is 40, 30, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. So I've got another age of 12, and there's going to be stresses there. So now I'm going to keep going, and then we'll talk about the ages. I'm going to find out what's gone on with you. So what has happened? Okay, 24 options. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. Loss. Got a word of loss there. And why? Why did this happen? I've got 28 options. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13. Mind control. Mind control. Mind control. Okay, now, so before I start doing a healing, I'm going to go through that information. So age 3, and you kind of mentioned about age 4 that you think that they took you. It's gone back to age 3. So that seems probably the first time, if it was the first time, but age 3 is significant. What do you think about age 3?
Yeah, I mean, it does feel like it's those ages. I think they take you when you are young, for some reason, because that's when you're more easily, programmable.
Oh, totally. Totally.
Yeah. And even for this, I don't know why the secret space program likes to take people when they're young, like the age of 1, 2, 3. You start there, then you do the 20-year. Yeah. So I don't know the reasons for that.
So do you think you've been off planet?
Yeah. No, of that I'm absolutely sure. Like I said, going like one of the memories that I discovered now for myself, when the black goo that I told you about, I was taken by there's some Orion beings that are not the reptilians, they're called the Mitra beings. They look almost like ant beings, but the Mitra, these are the hideous evil beings. I saw an image. I look the way I look right now, okay, but my eyes are shaped like those of these beings. Actually, I even had a dream about this, a dream vision showing me this, and I was dressed in a spacesuit. Okay, so they were using my gift of driving spacecraft, because one of the things when I was caught in this matrix, like when I came in from I used to be in 7th dimensional, like normal from Sirius in the Galactic Confederation, and our spaceship, I did a regression on this. Our spaceship was trapped in an etheric net when we were doing a treaty negotiations, and I was pulled here. Now, I was a commander of a ship, okay, at that time of my particular spacecraft. So it's a gift that I have to pilot, these things using my consciousness. But that's what they use. You use your consciousness to pilot these things. So they use that and they hybridize me. They put their DNA inside of me and they put black goo inside of me as well. So yes, not only I was also a member of this fleet of theirs. You see what I mean? And I can see I was in a zombie state. I was programmed. So I was, working for them.
Yeah. And it also came up age 12. So do you remember anything particular at age 12? It's just saying those two ages are significant.
Okay, well, age 12 is when I was going to, oh, okay, age 12 was my first year in South Africa. Because I know I haven't uncovered those memories for myself yet, but I've had missions in South Africa.
You've had
I've
which?
Missions.
Right.
So missions is not just Botswana, it's South Africa and Australia. Actually, no, South Africa, Australia, New York. Those are the three places where I've had covert missions, being an altered state. So
Right.
12 is when I went to South Africa to study in high school. I spent all my high school there.
Right.
So somewhere, somehow through those times,
Yeah.
maybe that's, yeah.
Yeah. I had a friend from South Africa, and she traumatized me by the stories that I heard. So I don't know how people function. Like, it's just this world needs to move to humanity. Just everything,
Yeah.
and hearing your story, and just it's just we've got to move and heal ourselves to get out of this. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me get into this. Is okay. So which avenue this occurred? Energy. It's soul awakening. It's actually taken me to the awakening. I went under how I got to do an awakening healing pathway. So find the story. So basically, I need to put those pieces together. And that you're a little bit different for this protocol. But okay, so if it's to find a story, that information is giving me all the information about your blocks in your energy field and what you've come in with. So you have come in with patterns of hopeless, being stuck, living your life purpose, being helpless, not having peace. So this is, and fear, your soul force being soul force. Well, there's a block on that. I don't know exactly what that is. Mind control definitely came up. And soul love, so block on soul love. So now we go to number 8 pathway for you. Okay, so 8 says Freemasonry and Knights Templar Black Magic Reversal. So I'll quickly read the intro. The Freemason, okay, so pathway reverses the nefarious dark symbols, spells, incantations, blood sacrifice rituals, 666 numerology, monarch butterfly, infiltrated almost every medium and system of society, removes the phantom matrix, fallen earth replica, black magic, Masonic witchcraft, triangle powers, all-seeing eye creation by the Luciferian that removes sovereignty and lowers consciousness, returns the ruby sun DNA, opens the golden gate to eternal life and transmits the silver gold frequencies, includes black magic and Masonic symbols reversal mudra pathway. Okay, so there's going to be stuff, whether you probably understand it more than someone else, but I'm just going to say it. It's all fine. We got to get on with this. I, Marisa, request access to all levels of advanced consciousness, advanced dimensions, the guardian hosts, crystal star guardians, crystal star ascension hosts, the family of Michael and enlightened beings to safely remove from Koski's soul matrix all Freemasonry and Luciferian Knights Templar black magic codes, symbols, geometry, spells, rituals, mind control, hypnosis, implants, satanic ritual forces, mind slides. So mind slides has come up. Feel that one. And now I've got to get an age. So 40, 30, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. So it's taking me back to age 12. So 12's coming up twice. And we're removing mind slides. Originated at the age of 12. I request a removal of embedded phantom matrix timelines, triangle powers, and dark mass control systems, spiritual possession energies, blood sacrifice rituals, and AI machinery that have overtaken free will, free thought, integrity, and sovereignty through the cancellation and transmutation of energetic imprints and control caused by Illuminati realms, astrological and black magic practices, Megan, David Seal, and Solomon Seal, Set, god of Egypt, and Bacchus, great goddess, abracadabra spells and curses, Gnostic god, Abraxas, Isis connection, and the obelisk symbol, Order of the Skull and Bones, Order of Saturn, Royal Ark, Masonry, Moon goddess worship, Luciferian covenants, and consciousness traps. Confirm removal of cursed energetic imprints and programming from the symbols, 666 numerology and triple triangle, hexagram and inverted triangle, Eye of Horus and emblem of Isis, Thothian shield, sexual symbol and butterfly monarch, inverted cross, Luciferian covenant, the symbol G, Masonic square and compass, all-seeing eye, skull and crossbone, black cube, Masonic blazer star and spellcasting symbols, black magic money symbols, law of reversal and prism planet conditioning, Baphomet and satanic symbols. Take a deep breath. Confirm access and activation of original instruction set, connection to the consciousness of God source for reconnection to personal Christ consciousness. Frequency bands from the dimensional unified fields, cleanse of the auric field, the grail line of the ruby sun DNA, restoration of sovereignty, open access to the golden gate, which is eternal life, and access to gold, silver gold light frequencies. Take a deep breath in. So now we're going to do black magic and symbol reversal. Okay, so here we go. Confirm the dissolution and transmutation of Kogsky's light body DNA, an original divine blueprint connecting to the New World Order control systems, reversal timelines, and miasms. Confirm alignment of wormholes in the Giza Stargate system and activation of access to the silver gold frequencies through the purification and cleansing process of. So we're going to do a mudra. So it is index finger and thumb together. So put your index is this one, and thumb together, and then put it on your heart. Okay, you just put over your heart, taking a breath, and then place it over your throat, the same mudra. Third eye. And crown chakra. Doing the crown. Just take a nice deep breath. I'm just going to grab your affirmation, your statements.
Yeah, okay. I, Hosizile Klo, reclaim my pure divine blueprint and organic source connection through the removal of.
Okay, so yeah, mind slides. Okay. We had mind slides for that one.
Okay.
Mind slides.
Mind slides. Okay, to the removal of mind slides, all false images, false histories, blank slating, spiritual possession, and AI machinery connections to the phantom matrix and inorganic timelines. I confirm the restoration of my soul's original divinity and ascension process through the activation and access to plasmic silver gold liquid light frequencies, Mother's Creatrix, and rainbow crystal waters. I choose to accept and allow the blessings of the awakening process for my soul to evolve and live in oneness with humanity. I declare and decree my sovereignty from this point forward. I am blessed.
Take a nice deep breath in. Ooh. All right. Did you feel anything in that?
Yeah, the slight opening of my heart. My heart space was more open. And I feel a bit lighter inside.
Yeah. Do you struggle to connect because of everything that's done to you?
Yeah, I do struggle to be in my core. Even though I do grounding exercises, you know, meditation, like the feeling of being in your core centered is very difficult to achieve. It's like often I'm sort of swaying like a pendulum, one side to the other. It's like I'm never, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. It's okay. I'm going to go again and see what we need to do. We need to do that. But if I was to ask you, what level of anxiety or PTSD or freeze do you feel? 10 is a lot, 0 is none.
I would say 7 right now.
7. Okay, so it's still there. All right, let me go. So now I'll just go where to go. So I go energy, physics, emotions.
Actually, 6. Sorry, 6.
Okay, good. 6. So we got down a bit. We got down 1. Okay. spirit. So it's taking me into spirit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 4 in spirit. Here we go. Okay, what's that? Now, do you feel? Do you ever have anger? Do you think anger is sitting inside you at all from all of this? What do you feel? Do you ever feel angry?
Oh yeah, yeah. There is a rage, and it comes out once in a while. I have to be triggered. Like last night, my brother said something to me. That it first triggered fear, but it later then it triggered this rage inside of me.
Yeah,
that is deep, and I think that's one of the reasons I'm afraid to feel my emotions fully.
Yeah,
because there's a whole well of stuff down there that is, you know.
Yeah, and that is part of blocking you from me getting in as well. It's that you know, it's like opening up Pandora's box, and it's so huge.
Yeah.
That let me see number 4. Anyway, that's okay.
I do journal though. Like last night after I felt that rage, I journaled it. I really did somewhat to get it, you know, out, you know. Yeah.
And sometimes it's good to, if you can punch pillows and go somewhere you can scream it out. Like you've got to purge it out.
As well. Yeah.
Purge.
Sorry.
Sometimes I do. I get people to swear at me. I go, come on now. But I did the satanic ritual abuse student. She was so full of rage. She was dangerous. You know, couldn't control herself. She couldn't control herself. And I triggered her, and I have a way of doing that in workshops. Not so much in workshops. I don't give people what they want, or if they're not really wanting to heal. Anyway, I don't know. But all I'm saying is I saw something that actually traumatized me for a long, long time, because I am completely open. But everything's a learning experience. I learned a lot. Now, karmic contracts released. I'm going to release the contract. So this is 5.4. I'm just letting the guys know it's in spirit 5.4, karmic contracts released. So I test for a word. 1, 2, 3, 4. A debt. So it's saying you come in with a debt. So that's good to get off, because otherwise you're paying for something that someone's done some past lifetime. Now I choose from the list 1 to 10 to 20. 36. So what's the debt of? 36, to be hurt from feeling guilty. To be hurt. 35, 36, 35, 30. To be hurt from feeling guilty. So basically it's saying guilt, coming in with guilt. Feeling guilty is like, I deserve to, I should pay for the guilt. You've come in with guilt where you think that you should pay, or someone has said something, you think you should be, you've done the wrong, so you should pay for it. There's the debt running in some past lifetime. So I'm just going to remove that. So I request divine permission and divine protection to commence the karmic contracts release. I now request the powers of divine light, divine blessings, divine source to safely release, dissolve, and remove and cancel all karmic debts with Cogsy to pay from feeling guilty and to have to be suffering. Is this connected? Who's this connected to? It's very, you're a little bit difficult to get in. It's a bit difficult, but that's okay. So just repeat after me. I, Cogsy, choose to release.
I, Cogsy, choose to release.
All past life or karmic debts.
All past life or karmic debts.
To suffer and to be hurt.
To suffer and to be hurt.
These karmic debts are now void and cancelled.
These karmic debts are now void and cancelled.
I choose to be released and free forever.
I choose to be released and free forever.
From this point forward.
From this point forward.
Breathe it in. Your soul now has released suffering from it. You no longer have to suffer. You're released from it. You're not paying off anything anymore. So your soul can reside in love and reclaim freedom and happiness and joy. Deep breath in. Okay. Now let's get a feel of your freeze. What number is it?
My freeze, I'll put it at 4.
Okay.
4.
So that's, I think that's the lowest you said it goes to. So now the real test is on if we can get under that. Yeah?
Yeah, actually 5. Why was the lowest it goes? Yeah, so it's already gone slightly below.
So we already gone a place that's never been? Yes.
Yeah.
Good. Now I'm excited. Now let's go for it. Let's go.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Can I see some light coming in you too? There's like some light being restored. Beautiful.
Okay.
All right. So let me go. Okay. So I go energy, physics, emotions, spirit, soul. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 in soul. And I think number 8 is actually the peace one. Pretty sure 8. Yep. It's called spiritual soul protection. The spiritual soul protection pathway removes the New World Order, Cabal, and Anunnaki inbred agendas that siphon energy in implant reversal programs that cause disempowerment, separation, struggle, exhaustion, negative mediums, and attacks. Includes the restoration of light frequencies and humanity reprogramming for full advanced angelus consciousness protection, powerful for light workers who feel an invisible force stopping them. Perfect. Okay, go for the scan list. I've got 37 options. I'm 37. So I'm on page 27 in the soul pathways, guys. Okay, so it's 1 to 10 to 20 to 1 to 23. 23, the block is corrupted matrix implants. Corrupted matrix implants are viral infection that spreads a corrupt energy signature throughout the blueprints. It is a matrix of complacency, deception, and creates illusions of fantasy versus reality. So we're removing corrupted matrix implants. Okay. Now I go for an age, so 41, 40, 30, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. It's 12 keeps coming up. It's the third time it's come up. So it's significant. I was going to go in. I'm just going to go. Accessing all levels of advanced consciousness, advanced dimensions, the guardians and enlightened beings. I, Marisa, request the removal and cancellation of the soul corrupted matrix implants, global control systems of imposters, inverted systems, and gatekeepers of the anti-human structures embedded in Cogsy's soul matrix and consciousness, blocking access to his full spiritual protection. Confirm booby traps and NAA firewalls are clear for the activation of the spiritual soul protection pathway. Request the cancellation and removal in Cogsy's spiritual soul of all conditioning, programming, and implants linked to Anunnaki's genetic interference in the DNA and soul, New World Order and Nazi agendas, negative alien entities and anti-human structures, soul energetic loose, siphoning and exploitation, manufactured booby traps, NAA firewalls, and sabotages blocking Cogsy's full spiritual protection to allow unveiling and awareness to truth. Connection to the restoration of humanity, connection to elevated consciousness, full access to the protection from the guardians and ascension vortex consciousness, activation of universal light frequencies. So repeat after me. I, Cogsy, declare and decree.
I, Cogsy, declare and decree
that all tyranny, acts of domination,
slavery
and control over my soul's free will, has now ceased. I choose to release the negative effects and conditions.
I choose to Release the negative effects and conditions
relating to the age 12.
relating to the age 12.
I request 100% protection from the organic light sources
I request 100% protection from the organic light sources
for my soul's freedom
for my soul's freedom
and sovereignty,
and sovereignty,
and live in oneness with humanity
and live in oneness with humanity
from this point forward.
from this point forward.
Take a nice deep breath in. Okay, so we've just crossed a bridge for you. You are no longer pulled into their world. You are now, this came up for your protection. They no longer can touch you. Spiritual soul protection. That's what. Just take another deep breath in. You're untouchable now. They can't do anything to you anymore. They can't, because we've elevated your consciousness, so they can't touch it anymore. What they've done to you caused your low consciousness. They've been able to do what they wanted. We're now bringing you up so that you can have protection now. That's why that came up. Another deep breath in. I have to go. Give me a second. I have to cough this out.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Whew.
Okay. Nice.
All right. Go into your feeling. What number freeze or stress or anxiety or PTSD?
I was going down to a 2 now.
What number?
2.
2.
It's fluctuating between 2 and 3. Yeah.
Okay. So this is a new feeling.
Yeah. No. Okay, yeah.
Beautiful. I'm just going to do one more, and I want to get to a 0. So we'll just go one more. You good to go?
Yeah, I'm good to go.
One more. Okay. So I go energy, physics, emotion, spirit, soul, awakening. Energy, physics, emotion, spirit, soul. Go back into soul. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. Okay, so soul cell health recoding. So it's actually number 12. Number 12 is this. It is called disabling the siphoning and harvesting life force. So I'm not going to go into the intro. It's just disables them from sucking your energy and opening portals and blah, 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 all that. Okay. So I go for an age 40, 30, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 30. Go back to 12. It still gets interesting. 12 is where they've done something big to you.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Accessing all levels of advanced consciousness, advanced dimensions. The guardians, enlightened beings. I, Marisa, now request the removal and disabling of this negative alien agenda, siphoning and harvesting Kogski's life force energy, restricting the organic connection with the universal matrix on all levels and dimensions. Confirm all booby traps, NAA firewalls and sabotages are removed for the soul energy siphoning and disabling pathway. Confirm removal and deletion of etheric implants and false karma, astral body implants, transmitters, reptilian tail and metal implants. Harvesting of Coxie's soul's life force, addiction webbing implants. Confirm 100% removal and cancellation of government ownership debts via birth certificates, social security tax numbering, healthcare numbering, any formality or certificate that has removed Cogsy's rightful ownership of his own soul, DNA, identity, consciousness, or energy. Confirm 100% block and disabling on all harmful portals, gateways, channels, and deletion of attached golems created by the negative alien agenda for the harvesting and siphoning of Cogsy's source energy. Confirm Cogsy's positive energy portals to the organic life force are fully activated and functioning from this point forward. So put your fingers together, and then at the back of the head, just place it, and then back of the neck. So just put it there.
Okay. For both hands.
Now I have.
Okay. No.
Yeah,
Right.
I do have.
Okay.
I didn't get the soul one. I need to get you to say some. I'll just, you repeat after me. Okay. I,
Right.
Cogsy, choose to release the related cause.
I, Kosi, choose to release the related cause
At age 12, giving access to my life force energy.
at age 12, giving access to my life force energy.
I choose to reclaim full access to my energy
I choose to reclaim full access to my energy
through the clearing and deletion of all harmful portals,
through the clearing and deletion of all harmful portals,
gateways, golems,
gateways, golems,
NAA firewalls and channels,
and NAA firewalls and channels,
siphoning my life force
siphoning my life force
from any person, place, or thing,
from any person, place, or thing,
including the negative alien agenda and cabal.
including the negative alien agenda and cabal.
I choose to release all imposed ownership,
I choose to release all imposed ownership,
debts and agreements
debts and agreements
from any person, place, or organization.
from any person, place, or organization.
I confirm the activation and access
I confirm the activation and access
to the positive energy portals
to the positive energy portals
and gateways to the organic life force,
and gateways to the organic life force,
source energy,
source energy,
to be fully functioning, sovereign, free,
to be fully functioning, sovereign, free,
and live in oneness with humanity
and live in oneness with humanity
from this point forward.
from this point forward.
Okay, so now I'm going to go back to the protocol and close this down, which will integrate everything. And I'm going to set the intention that Cogsy goes to a 0. That is my intention by the time we just close this down. So just taking a nice deep breath in. So I go back to, I did the pathways, and now I'm back onto page 15. Request healing sound frequencies to reconnect and realign Cogsy's DNA, RNA, chromosomes, wormholes, nucleotides, hypercommunication. So now use the Apana Mudra cleanse. Tips of your middle finger and ring fingers to the tip of your thumb. Okay, so that would be that one. So you can do that, those two. It's called a Apana Mudra. I request the purification and cleansing process of white gold, pure organic light, dissolve all negative energies and attachments from Cogsy, myself, this room, this building, surrounding area, anyone or anything affected by this healing. I request closure and disabling of harmful portals, gateways, channels, stargates, NAA firewalls, and access routes to other dimensions and realities controlling, interfering, or siphoning Cogsy's soul and energy life force. I confirm the etheric, astral, mental, and causal light bodies are cleansed and strengthened, and all Sephirotic healing forces are activated and connected to the organic, pure white light source for the opening of the crystal rose heart and activation of Cogsy's diamond. Somebody take a deep breath in. I ask the guardians and angels to pour blessings upon Cogsy for all the things he requires to obtain soul freedom and sovereignty. I ask that they guide and protect him and lead him on a path of empowerment to assist with the evolution of his soul and humanity. I ask that healing may continue throughout this time and that Cogsy may always know he is of divine, infinite worth and holds the power and choice for his transformation. I confirm these requests have taken place and this healing is complete. Deep breath in. Okay, so just get a sense of where you're at with that number for the anxiety and stuff like that. What number are we on?
No, it is 0 now.
Oh,
Mm.
yes!
Okay.
Yay!
So that's much better. Feels much better. Okay, so I think even now the emotions and I feel a chill inside. It feels chilly. It's like also my nervous system. I guess
Things are
it's really,
changing.
yeah, configuring itself and stuff.
Cool.
Keep
Keep me posted, and I'd like to chat again sometime. So if you're open to it, just chat, and I want to understand it a bit more.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, but
I mean, and if you, I'll keep you posted, and and if Angie, if you want to talk about some of the memories and stuff that I went through, I mean, we can have a talk like this.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, and let me know how this all because now it's unwinding, and it keeps now you've tipped the edge. What happens is it keeps going. You keep unfolding and connecting more to the organic blueprint. You keep evolving now. You were blocked before, but now, so what you feel now can increase and be better.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah, is that okay? Is that cool?
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool. I will keep you posted. I'll let you know how it goes.
Well, I think it's pretty cool if you've never got, if you hovered around 7, the lowest was about 5, you said, and now we're on a 0.
Yeah.
And you've been trying for a long time, right?
Yeah, no, I have. Yeah.
Wow.
I've done. I mean, yeah, those deprogramming sessions that I had were helping a bit, but no, this is the first time I'm going down to
it's actually not me that actually has done the change. You've actually done the change, by the way. So I'm just all of what you've done and your commitment and devotion that came before does it. I'm a conduit. So, and I'm written the stuff, but it's not me that actually reverses it. It's actually up to you. That's kind of how this works. But I'm excited that you can begin a better life.
Okay. No, thank you. Thank
you.
All
right?
Yeah. Yeah. So right now it's I'm seeing 0.
Still 0.
No, I'm saying it's actually it's going 0 1 0 1 0.
Okay, like 0 1 0 1.
Yeah. 0 1.
I still consider that a win.
Okay, yeah, no, it is. Yeah. But it's
beautiful.
Good. It's good. It's much fun.
All right.
Okay. Thank you.
Keep us posted. Take care. Bless you. Take care.
Okay.
See you.